Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious D and Double OT, Terrific Trav. How you fellas doing today?
Got my glasses on, D.
Hey, I'm ready to rock. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. This is the new.
This is the new look. I like it.
Supposed to be
Hey,
glasses.
hey, Trav. You know what? Let's do it all together, man. You know, we doing a review.
Bro. I like to see.
We doing a review for season 2 of Chucky, and you know, Trav, I guess he wants to keep his glasses on, but
Trav wants to see. I want to see.
Trav wants to see.
You know how he is, Banks.
I know. But before we get into today's review, everybody that's watching, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And D, like you say every time, and I'm putting my glasses back.
Hey, yeah, good idea. As always, episodes of the podcast found in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and when you see that like button dressed up for Halloween as a creepy clown, click it.
Right, that's right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Chucky season 2, first season, it ended with a bang, and you know, this season I feel like it was very slow in the beginning, but then it's just like as it got towards like the middle and towards the end, it started getting better. And in my opinion, Trav, what about you? Like, what was
the beginning? The opening scene's the most exciting part of the episode, in my opinion. Like, you know, you got
Andy versus.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
There is a lot of stuff going. I mean, well, minus that. Like everything after that, like it was just very slow until it started.
It's a very slow episode.
Yeah. But I will say I agree with you on that. What about you, D?
I definitely agree. I felt like it was kind of a little too slow. It was kind of like I didn't know how they were going to do. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I make it a point not to watch any previews. I don't look anything up.
Yep.
So it's like not knowing how they were going to pick up. Like, I thought that maybe the Devin and all that stuff was in the past. You know, he had Andy. We were last seen with Andy having a truckload at gunpoint, going to a different place. There's no telling how it was going to pick up, but the way they chose to do it, it seemed a little forced with the romantic scenes.
That's it. I told you. And I mean, it's like it's nothing wrong with that, but
it's just forced. I could say it, and it has nothing to do with the sexuality of it. It was just, it seemed forced. If it was a guy and a girl or two girls, I would still think it was forced. You know
they're trying to make it this magical moment when he gets out the car and runs.
Yeah, this isn't 16 candles or anything. So let's not.
I agree.
He was like, they're watching us. And it's just like, I was just like,
yeah, she's getting on an airplane and she's never coming back. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, well, you see, he never really did come back, though. He was supposed to come back every weekend. Yeah, 6 months had passed. And he was just like, man, you already know how my foster family feels. I will say that I do love that in season 2 that they, you know, it was a throwback to Child Play 2 when Andy, he was with the foster family now, and it's like everybody was with a foster family now besides Lexi, you know, but they got a downgrade from the house that they was in, but of course because it's like their house was set on fire, you know, so
but why would they? That still doesn't mean they would get a downgrade, though.
It was
if they just buy a house in the same caliber that the house that they?
Well, no,
they were living like in a mansion.
Yeah, it was because she was the mayor of. That's why she had what she had.
Yeah, and when she got, they couldn't find her another house on that level.
Look, bro, they had to pay them funeral costs.
Just look at it this way. When you're not the president, you don't get to just pick a room and stay there. You got to get up out of there.
We already know a mayor wouldn't be given a house to live in like that anyways. So, I mean, already thrown out the window, unrealistic already. But so, let me ask y'all this, bro. Is Junior in jail? Is Junior in prison? Blamed on the murders?
They made it seem like he's dead.
They just made it in passing. Junior made the kills, and it's just like, okay, well, where's Junior?
Junior died, guys.
Yeah,
you're right. Junior did die.
Okay, so all right, yeah, so he did die.
That answers that.
It does.
What evidence says Junior did it?
There was no evidence. It's just the mayor is just like, yep, it was Junior. And I like how Caroline is just like, no, it was Chucky. We know it was Chucky. And it's just like Lexi's just like, nah, like don't say anything because then they're gonna make you they're gonna snatch you up. They're gonna take you to the asylum. Yeah, just like how we saw at the end of the episode. But I mean, I just want to say that I liked how Chucky mentioned, he was just like, yeah, I can get in an Uber now. I don't got to track nobody down. They made it so easy. And did he do that in the Child's Play 2018 movie? I can't remember. I know he could control stuff.
No, you're talking about the new continuity one.
Yeah.
Standalone. Yes, he does. Well, it was like the guy's mom, the detective's mom, was like an Uber driver or something like that, right? And he was in her vehicle or
he
something. He
set up an Uber for her, and then I think the Uber ended up killing her because
it was something like that.
Something
involving
like that.
The vehicle. Yeah. So
but I wasn't expecting Chucky to kill Gary at the end of the episode. But I mean, hey, look, that was Gary's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just I blame Gary. I blame Gary for all of that. He came up to the house. He was just like, Batgirl, we got to defuse the bomb. I was just like, man, come on, bro. And why would he pick the bomb? Like, why didn't anybody like say no? Like, you need to, like, Jake should have snatched him up. Like, it's like they all ran away and just let Gary get snatched up.
Well, let me ask y'all this. When he talked about the bomb, he said it would kill anybody within a... How far did he say he would kill somebody in?
Bro, it looked like that whole house blew up.
Did he say 6 feet radius or?
I don't think it was.
I can't remember,
6.
bro.
Me either.
Yeah.
It was just, I just don't like Chucky. I'm not feeling the Chucky using a bomb. I just don't. It's a bit much for me.
I feel you.
It's one thing if you show the little bastard running around putting a bunch of forks in the microwave or something, but it's like that's a little too elaborate. Like he was a serial killer, bro. He wasn't like a mastermind.
I feel you.
Just that even if he could make a bomb, it's unrealistic of the nature of Chucky to want to kill somebody that way. He wants he wants to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, it's too much. And to your point, Trav, like look at how often he talks about killing people.
Yeah.
And how much it's like. It's one thing, like back in the day, he left the gas on in the one house. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's one thing. But this whole bot, like, come on.
Yeah, well, I do want to, not skip over. We got to see the original Tiffany doll. Like, that was pretty cool. I think that the therapist, I think that she's in on everything. And I like how Devin had said, I think that she's a part of it. And Jake's just like, no, like, why would she align with Chucky for? That doesn't even make any sense.
Definitely, I agree too, because it just goes back to the Cult of Chucky and Seed of Chucky movies.
Exactly.
So she's definitely a part of the Chucky cult. For sure.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if they're all back at the place that he was originally at. It's just there. But I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing like what's going to happen this season. What is his daughter's name? Not his daughter, but the girl Nika. So what I think is going to happen too, I was thinking about this earlier. I think that Nika is going to transfer her soul into somebody's body or something like that, because I know we were talking about it in the season finale review how she didn't have any arms or legs now, and it's just like I just feel like she's been around Tiff all this time that it's just like she can find a way to do the voodoo herself and then transfer her soul into another body, because I mean she's been screwed over since Curse of Chuck. So it's just like she has to get her come up eventually. It's
kind of weird the way they chose to do her character and the conflict. Like they cut her arms and legs off. Okay, I thought it was kind of like a pretty cool mic drop at the end of Cult. Mm-hmm. Cult of Chucky. Like Chucky finally takes somebody's body. He rides off with Tiffany, and now it's just kind of going left field. Like Tiffany gets mad and cuts her arms and legs off, and it's just kind of like, so what do you do with the character now? She literally can't do. Like, who's gonna go in there and help her with it? Is what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, so unless Chucky wants to make amends with her, and like Tiffany hates Chucky, right? So he would probably be the only person that want to double cross Tiffany, because Andy just wants them all dead.
Yeah,
right.
It's just kind of weird. I don't know, guys. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I don't want to snowball into that, but it's just weird.
Well, we're gonna see.
Yeah,
we'll see. So, final thoughts and ratings on the episode, starting with you, Trav.
It was a good first episode, but it wasn't the bang that I thought we were gonna get. But I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was still it didn't suck by any stretch, but I guess I expected. You had that awesome opening scene. pretty much the whole entire episode was a slow burn, and then you get the ending that leaves on a bit of a cliffhanger going into next week. So yeah, 7 out of 10.
All right. D?
Me personally, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I need some more out of this show.
Yeah,
I thought like for an opening, it was kind of a little lackluster. It was just like it literally just picked up, I guess, months after this happened or whatnot. You know, you pick up with the same characters. Lexi gets the benefit of the doubt. I felt what she was doing to kind of dismiss Junior's death was spot on, but the whole, you know, I'll miss you and all that stuff was kind of like.
And they also dropped 2 F-bombs and cocaine usage.
Yeah.
Your girl was on coke.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, and I get it because, you know, her boyfriend got killed, you know, blah, blah, blah. However, she chooses to cope with it.
Right.
But it's like, I felt like they could have skipped all that other stuff, man. We could have got a time skip. And it could have been like they were both already separated and all that, and just moved on from there.
Yeah,
it just felt out of place. That whole scene, that sequence was out of place. So 6 out of 10. I need more out of the show. Thanks.
All right. For me, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 as well. I thought it was a good episode, but I was expecting more, just like how you guys were saying. I do think like the romantic stuff was a little bit too much. I don't think that it felt forced or anything, but I just felt like it was just too much. I'm just looking to see what's going to happen next. Hopefully next week's episode is a little bit better than this episode. And I just want to know where's Andy at, and I want to know where's Tiff at, and I can't wait till we see Glenn and Glenda. So let us know in the comments what you thought about the first episode of Chucky season 2. Let us know what your rating is. Trav, let them know they can find you at the social media land.
That's right. I'm on the Instagram at ZK Audio. I'm also on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK. Hey, man, we don't need no more glasses. Where they find a D at?
Oh,
where they find a D at?
Hey, you can find me at rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. And Banks, if they need a hero, where can they find one?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I have to be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this review. Check out some more reviews, interviews, reaction videos we have here on the channel. Podcast link down below in the description. But we have new episodes every Tuesday, and then the video of that episode is up here on YouTube on Friday. With that being said, keep that pinky up, stay positive, stay safe during the spooky season, and we'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday, and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.